Provocative Powerhouse, or mellowed-out Millionaire? This former Idol runner-up took an early loss and spun it into industry gold. So what's the Queen cover star been up to? Here's the goss on Adam Lambert. Adam Lambert was born in 1982 in Indianapolis, Indiana, before his family moved to San Diego when he was still a baby. Even as a youngster, Lambert envisioned himself becoming an entertainer, telling The Hot Desk,
"Well, I had just started falling in love with musical theater when I was 10.
After starring in a local production of You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, he started voice training and appeared in musicals throughout his teens.
My parents put me in there because I was hyperactive and I made a lot of noise and I had way too much energy.
When he was 19, he landed a singing gig on a cruise ship for 10 months. He later appeared in a 2004 production of The Ten Commandments, working alongside Val Kilmer, who starred as Moses. Just a few years later, Lambert would give it his best shot on American Idol. In 2009, Adam Lambert auditioned for Season 8 of American Idol. He immediately captured the judges' attention with a stunning a cappella cover of Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody.
He's the best we've seen in every city.
Boasting chops honed through years of musical theater, Lambert quickly became a fan favorite. For the season finale, Lambert and Chris Allen sang Queen's We Are the Champions, joined by two original Queen band members, guitarist Brian May and drummer Roger Taylor. But in a shocking upset, Allen was declared the winner. Still, while Lambert wanted the top spot, he knew his future was assured either way. He told Entertainment Weekly, "I'd already been told by the powers that be that they wanted to sign me to a major label, and I got my wish. I knew I was going to make an album whether or not I won." While the sexuality of American Idol contestants is an open subject these days, that certainly wasn't the case during the show's early years in the 2000s. Second season runner-up Clay Aiken dodged questions for years before confirming in 2008 that he was gay. That stigma was also evident during Adam Lambert's run on Idol, where there was much speculation about his sexuality. Those whispers grew louder when photos emerged of Lambert dressed in drag and kissing a guy at the Burning Man festival. He told Access Hollywood, "I have nothing to hide. I am who I am, and this is about singing, nothing else."
I had been going through most of my 20s in LA very openly and proudly gay.
Lambert finally laid the matter to rest in an interview with Rolling Stone, published shortly after his Idol loss. He shared, "I don't think it should be a surprise for anyone to hear that I'm gay. I'm proud of my sexuality. I embrace it. It's just another part of me." In 2023, Lambert reflected on his Idol experience with Variety. When he was asked if he thought his loss was due in part to homophobia, he said, "Probably, but it was 10 years ago." Just a few months after his second-place finish on Idol, Adam Lambert released his first album, For Your Entertainment.
I just wanted to go for it. And some people really got it, and some people were like, "Well, that's weird."
Lambert earned a Grammy nomination in the Male Pop Vocal Performance category for the single What Do You Want From Me? Lambert said the single was the perfect introduction to his professional music career. He also admitted that he worried that nobody would buy his album, telling Marie Claire, "That people will stop being interested. I think that's my biggest fear." Of course, that never happened. The album debuted at number 3 on the Billboard 200, selling nearly 200,000 copies, while Idol winner Chris Allen's debut album, released just 1 week earlier, landed in 11th place, selling only 80,000 copies.
Can you give away anything to the viewers at home about your performance?
It's pretty sexy.
It was pretty sexy.
Adam Lambert was invited to perform at the 2009 American Music Awards, where he gave one of the most talked about and controversial performances in the history of the show. During the performance, Lambert kissed a male musician and held a leash attached to male backup dancers, who donned S&M gear and crawled on all fours. At one point, Lambert forcibly pulled the dancer's head toward his crotch. Not only were those moments edited out of the West Coast airing of the broadcast, but the performance also earned complaints from the conservative-leaning Parents Television Council, as well as the Liberty Council. Those complaints led to cancellations of Lambert's scheduled appearances on Good Morning America, Jimmy Kimmel Live, and ABC's annual New Year's Eve broadcast. Looking back on the performance, Lambert conceded he may have crossed the line. As he shared with Ellen DeGeneres, "It was maybe a little too far. I think in hindsight, I look back on it and I go, okay, maybe that wasn't the best first impression to make." The controversy generated by Adam Lambert's AMA performance didn't appear to harm his burgeoning music career. If anything, the notoriety only sparked further interest in his work. That was evident when Lambert announced he was hitting the road for his first ever concert tour. He announced during his appearance with On Air with Ryan Seacrest,
"I just want it to be atmospheric. I want it to feel like you're somewhere else. I want it to transport people."
Speaking with LA's ThePlace.com, Lambert explained the concept behind his freshman outing, elaborating, "The show is predominantly music from the album, and I try to give it like an emotional through line so that it kind of went from kind of the dark and mysterious to light and celebratory. But of course, my version of dark and serious is also very tongue-in-cheek and kitschy with lots of rhinestones." Joined by fellow Idol alum Alison Irahita and singer Orianthi, Lambert's Glam Nation tour kicked off in the spring of 2010. By all accounts, the tour was a smash, with numerous dates selling out. After the 2009 Queen Idol finale, Lambert's vocal stylings drew comparisons to late Queen frontman Freddie Mercury. Those comparisons gained momentum in 2011 when Lambert reunited with Queen for a performance at the MTV European Music Awards, where the band was presented with the Global Icon Award.
I'm like, whoa, really?
Lambert proved to be a fantastic fill-in for Mercury, adding soaring vocals to The Show Must Go On, We Are the Champions, and We Will Rock You. Weeks later, Taylor revealed to Billboard that they were in talks with Lambert about going on tour. In the summer of 2012, Lambert performed with Queen in Ukraine. That performance was followed by a brief European tour, testing whether the collaboration could do justice to the legacy of Freddie Mercury. In 2012, Adam Lambert released his second album, Trespassing, which debuted at #1 on the Billboard Top 200. Not only was it his first #1 album, but it also marked the first time an openly gay male solo artist held the top spot on that chart. Still, despite the success of his first 2 albums, in early 2013, Lambert announced he was leaving his label, 19 Recordings, which signed American Idol contestants. A source told The Hollywood Reporter that the split was mutual, adding, "Adam can move forward with his plans and 19 isn't stuck in the middle." The outlet also reported that Lambert was exiting RCA in the summer of that same year. Apparently, the bone of contention was the label's insistence that his third album consist of a collection of 80s covers, something Lambert wasn't interested in doing. In 2015, he signed with Warner Brothers Records. That 2012 mini-tour with Queen apparently checked all the boxes. In 2014, Adam Lambert officially hit the road with the British Rockers for a full-fledged stadium tour. Billed as Queen and Adam Lambert, the tour was so successful that it was extended into 2015, garnering Lambert legions of new fans. Lambert would continue to perform with Queen in the following years, joining them on tour in 2017. It was initially intended to be a North American jaunt that would expand through to 2018, with added dates in Europe, Australia, and New Zealand. That was followed by a 2019 tour, which was once again extended through 2020, until being abruptly derailed by the pandemic. Back in 2017, Lambert had revealed that he was mindful of the responsibility involved in filling in for a beloved icon of rock music. He shared with Esquire, "I don't want to imitate, copy, or mimic. I think that would be sort of tacky, and it'd be sort of disrespectful to the fans. I'm not here to do an impersonation. I'm here to make sure these songs are still heard, to keep the songs in a live space." Adam Lambert could have easily slid full-time into his new role as Queen's frontman, raking in millions from worldwide concert tours. Yet, despite the temptation to ride on the band's coattails, Lambert released his third album in 2015, The Original High. For his first album with his new label, Warner Brothers, Lambert worked with Swedish pop producers Max Martin and Shellback, creating a record that the New York Times claimed had few missteps and little extravagance. By shedding the glam he'd become known for, Lambert delivered authenticity. As one review stated, "After years of spectacle, Mr. Lambert may have been saved by modesty." The outlet also described his first single, Ghost Town, as his best work yet. In support of the album, Lambert embarked on another solo outing, The Original High Tour. As Lambert shared during an interview with the Recording Academy, "I think defining yourself by a genre can be limiting. So with The Original High, I went in there and the goal was more, let's deliver something honest, let's deliver something emotional, let's deliver something that will connect with as many people as possible." In the years following the release of The Original High, Adam Lambert continued to perform with Queen while dipping in and out of his solo career. He explained to Forbes, "I'm not consciously making a decision to ignore the fact that I work with Queen, but at this point, it's been 10 years touring with them. It's part of who I am, fully. It's a part of my identity. It's a part of my musical identity. I've learned a lot from them and being on the road with them." In 2016, Lambert also returned to his musical theater roots when he signed on to a TV remake of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, starring actor Laverne Cox. Lambert took on the role of Eddie, originally played by rocker Meatloaf in the 1975 film. Still, the success of Queen and Adam Lambert overshadowed everything else. That was clear when Lambert and Brian May teamed up to open the 2019 Oscars with a performance that blew the roof off the event. Lambert's partnership with the British rock vets inspired a 2019 documentary, The Show Must Go On, the Queen and Adam Lambert story.
I'm dropping some tea on you guys right now.
In March 2024, Adam Lambert took to Instagram Live to reveal how he lost a staggering amount of weight in a relatively short period. He shared,
"I've been on Mounjaro for the last, 8 months, and I've lost almost 60 pounds.
Lambert explained that he initially started taking Wegovy but experienced side effects, including severe acid reflux. He added,
But then when I switched to Mounjaro, a lot of those symptoms went away and I have hardly any side effects and I feel incredible."
He also divulged that his former weight gain had impacted his mental health to the point that he started taking antidepressants. Losing those pounds, however, had transformed his outlook. He said,
It's affected my mental health in a really positive way too.
these days, Adam Lambert is more in demand than ever. In late 2023, he and Queen drummer Roger Taylor were among the co-founders behind The Wild, an LGBTQ+ nightclub in West Hollywood. Then, in February 2024, Lambert was announced as one of 3 new coaches for The Voice Australia.
Okay, that's everyone.
And everything.
As for what's next, Lambert has indicated that he's still got plenty of tricks up his sleeve. As he told AustraliasNews.com in early 2024, "There is so much I'm working on that I can't wait to share with my fans and the world. This is a really exciting time for me, so you can expect some hints and drops and announcements coming out this year."